Mike, Tyson, Jake, Paul. Who you taking? There's some rules in it that made me think that this shit is rigged, right? Mike Tyson gets more money the more rounds the fight is. 2, they didn't say that Jake Paul is gonna decide the rounds, but all judges, the hiring of them, have to be consulted with Jake Paul. Like, he gets to screen them.
Jake Paul. Yeah. I don't like Logan Paul so much.
I don't like Logan.
I feel
Logan
like
Paul's
he's a sellout.
He's a scammer.
Yeah, I think women get richer easier than men, in my opinion, because a woman could just pop that shit out, man. Make $2 million on OnlyFans. You know what I mean?
It's not that easy, bro.
Not anymore, but
it's not that easy. It's saturated. Because, like, what if you're an ugly woman?
Bro, pussy's a pussy, man. You know what I mean? And the check. What's poppin'? This is the Vice City Mafia podcast. We coming at you again from outside in the daylight. Let the skin glowing. I'm your boy Cross-Eyed, and we got a boy Major Minor in the building.
BCM.
What's poppin', dog?
What's good, bro? Hey. Oop. Let me put it right here.
Sometimes that shit happens, dude.
Hey, Mike, Tyson, Jake, Paul. Who you taking?
Dog, I really think, so I had spoke about this with my uncle, and I think, so I want Mike Tyson to win, right? Mm-hmm. But I think it's gonna be Jake Paul because he's younger. You know what I'm saying? I think
Jake Paul is not taking any chances.
What do you mean?
All right. So there's some rules in it that made me think that this shit is rigged, right?
I didn't read all the rules.
All right, so here's some of the rules. Mike Tyson gets more money the more rounds the fight is. So he makes like damn near jack shit if he knocks out Jake Paul in the first round. So Jake Paul is making it so that Tyson, there's more incentive to go longer. Now, who's gonna have more endurance? Obviously the younger dude, you know what I mean? Like, even though Tyson's 57, when he was like real young, of course he had crazy endurance, but like he was more known for his knockout power, right? And heavyweights as a whole aren't endurance athletes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can train to be, but most of their muscle structure is not meant for that, right? Mike Tyson is a high performance, high twitch, fast twitch muscle athlete, right? So that's 1. 2, they didn't say that, they didn't say that Jake Paul is making, hold on, let me restart. Boom. They didn't say that Jake Paul is gonna decide the rounds, but all judges, the hiring of them, have to be consulted with Jake Paul. Like, he gets to screen them to see like which judge he likes. Like jury selection, yes, right? Now, granted, it's a money play, bro. You know what I mean? It's a money play, ultimately. Sure. And I think, you know, Tyson's not dumb. You know,
no, Tyson's not dumb, but I wouldn't want him to lose. You know what I'm saying?
For legacy.
Yeah, for legacy. You know what I'm saying? Just like I wouldn't want LeBron to play against Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Michael B. Jordan.
Or Michael Jordan. I don't know why the fuck I said Michael B. Jordan, bro. Jordan.
Let LeBron play Michael B. Jordan all day.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Black Panther.
You know, I would like the legacy of Mike Tyson to stay alive. Even if he loses a fight, he's lost the fight before, and I don't think that takes away from the legacy. But
to Jake Paul, like Tyson lost to Warriors, right?
Yeah, Roy Jones, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, if I had to make a prediction, I would say it's like the Tyson Roy Jones fight, right?
Yeah.
I think it just goes the whole distance.
It's like, because it is an exhibition.
Yes, there's no real damage. It's entertainment at the end of the day, right?
For sure.
And I think the interesting part about these exhibition fights is they highlight what all sports really are, is entertainment and showmanship, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's why we love Conor McGregor. He has some crazy knockouts, but he's not the most technical fighter we've ever seen. He was just entertaining as fuck, right? Tyson, at his height, was just entertaining as fuck because you never knew when he was gonna knock somebody out. It was electrifying. It was exciting. Like, bro, I remember the first Tyson fight I saw, I had to be...
Although I think it would be an honor, and this may sound weird, but if Jake Paul were to get knocked out by Tyson,
Of course,
it's an honor.
of course,
You know what I'm saying?
of course. But
Like,
the thing
you
is,
know what I'm
but
saying?
the thing is,
You're lucky enough to even fight.
but you
Mike
but you have to
Tyson.
think about this too. Paul has a legacy that he's trying to build too.
Yeah.
Right? And he is trying to get known for, just beating up all these legendary fighters. So he did it with UFC. He tried to say the most legendary but the oldest fighters, right?
Yeah.
Like whatever's gonna give him the most clout and the least amount of damage. Which it's genius on his part because he's not that great. He's not so great of a boxer. He can't even beat other like newly professional boxers, right?
Yeah.
So what is he doing? He's picking people that have the biggest draw that he can beat. It's not a bad move. It's really not.
I think, because, he's not calling out people like McGregor. McGregor won't stand for that shit.
I mean, I don't know.
I would like to see it.
I would love to see that.
I see Jake Paul kind of like he's trying to be McGregor.
That would be a fair fight, actually.
Yeah.
I would like to see that.
And
because
dude, you look at both of them and you could see that Jake Paul kind of like...
Kinda.
You could see for sure he likes... He's a fan of Conor McGregor, no doubt. No doubt.
He took a page out of McGregor's book, a page out of Floyd's book, right? A page out of Tyson's book, right?
Yeah.
He's not as, and a page out of his own book in terms of like him and his brother are like trolls too, right? Yeah. They were trolls early on. So I think it's interesting, like, he's an entertainer, bro. He's just an entertainer through and through, and he's demonstrating that through fighting,
I'm a fan of Jake Paul, man.
Yeah.
I don't like Logan Paul so much.
I don't like
I feel
Logan
like
Paul's
he's
a scammer.
sellout.
He's a scammer,
yeah,
bro.
He's a sellout scammer, dude.
And
that prime shit's fucking full
disgusting.
of sugar. It's fucking trash.
And the thing is, too, he scammed his fan base, and it seems like he keeps getting older, but his fan base remains the same age.
Yeah. But Jake Paul, I favor towards him a little more. He's a little more real. He just does what he wants to do.
And he's killing it with this. Like, anybody that can be that disciplined from a physical standpoint gets my respect, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he is putting in the work. Let's not mince words about it.
Yeah. A lot of people like to talk shit about him, but regardless, nigga did go from Disney Channel and now he's training boxing.
Yes,
bro. You know what I'm saying?
And making hundreds of millions of dollars in the process.
And you can't fake it.
No.
Like, you could tell
bro,
he knows some shit.
He has some crazy knockout power.
Yeah.
And then in order to get people riled up as much as he does, that is a talent, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he learned how to pivot his perspective and continue building his brand in a direction that he could grow with, unlike his brother, who is staying pretty much the same, right? That's why his fan base is still 12-year-old kids. Like, I don't know what Logan Paul's podcast is about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I know what Jake Paul be doing, right? Because he's skewed to an older age because he wanted to age gracefully with it, right? So, respect. Big up.
Yeah, big up to Jake Paul. What did you think about the fight with, did you see the fight with Ryan Garcia?
I did not watch that fight.
And Henry, it was good, dude.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a good fight. So my homie, right? So the fight was good, right? I'm not into sports that much, but the betting on it was bizarre. Ryan Garcia was supposed to lose. Vegas put that Ryan Garcia was gonna lose. So the cash out on him was like, you pay $200 and you get $1,050 back.
What? Against Devin Haney?
Bruh, against Devin Haney, because Devin Haney was like supposedly way better than him. And Ryan Garcia was trolling, acting like he was crazy, dude, with the Bohemian Grove shit and all that.
So the crazy part about that, right?
He trolled Vegas.
It's like this, right? Trip out. I don't know if you know about Muhammad Ali and Sonny Liston.
And Sonny Liston? No.
Okay, so there was a boxer named Sonny Liston who was super technical, had a crazy jab, right? He fucking was expected to beat Muhammad Ali. So Muhammad Ali starts acting insane weeks up into the fight, acting crazy, bro. So much so that he had to have his heart rate checked before the fight because they were worried about his mental well-being. And that started tripping out Sonny Liston. Because Sonny was like, is this motherfucker crazy? You know what I mean? Like, is he gonna do something wild in the fight? And it was just Ali getting into his head. And I think Ryan Garcia, being a student of the game,
Yeah.
he was talking to Floyd before about how to like optimize his training, right? And the crazy part is Floyd, regardless of what you want to say, Floyd is a genius when it comes to
read,
boxing.
But he's smart.
He's a genius. All he wanted to, bro, he is a master of one thing, boxing, bro.
Yeah.
And he studies tape and fighters and styles and personas and all that, bro, right? That's how he made so much money. So, I believe, this is just a theory, that Garcia talked to Floyd and Floyd told him about how Muhammad Ali won over Sonny Liston. Because Devin Haney has one of the craziest jabs in the game. Is technically a better fighter.
And a great fighter, dude.
And technically a better fighter.
Yeah, a way better fighter, dude, no
And
doubt.
Ryan Garcia had all this attention on him, which was crazy during the shit. And then he had to have his heart rate and blood pressure checked just like Ali, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To where people were worried about his mental well-being.
Even before the fight, he faked. He said it. He was on a podcast with
that he was drinking a beer.
That he was drinking a beer, and then but he said he was on a podcast. I forgot with who. It's this guy that does the insurance shit. He owned an insurance company. Besides the point.
Oh, but Patrick Bev David.
Patrick Bev David. Yeah. So he was on. I always forget these people's names.
Yeah.
But and I look up to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but he was on the podcast with him, and he admitted that it was a fake beer. That it was just ginger ale or apple cider vinegar or some shit.
Apple
like
juice and some
apple
shit.
Juice.
Maybe.
And I was like, bro, this nigga is so smart because I don't think Devin Haney, right? So I think what happened in the fight is Devin Haney was like, this guy's crazy and let his guard down.
Yes. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying, bro. It all plays.
And he's a genius because so I told you the betting, right, was 200 to 1,050, right? You know he did that shit and you know he gave someone the bag to bet on him.
No, you're allowed to bet on yourself.
Yeah?
He bet $2 million on himself and won $12 million, nigga.
Smart, bro.
That's what happened. And so, you know he has 3 girls, right?
3 girls, what do you mean?
Like he got engaged and he has 2 girlfriends and he's like wide open about it. Like he bought one in $1 million engagement ring, right? Then he is fucking some baddie. That also just posted. She posted some shit. We should throw up the post. It's like, who else do you know that has that's engaged and 2 other committed girlfriends or some shit like that?
Bro, nigga, when you have money, bro, that's right. When you have money, bro, your problem isn't that you can't have another girlfriend in this world. Bro. Your problem is you don't got enough money to have 2 girlfriends. 100%. If you're a millionaire, bro, and you're not really married, and your girl's gonna be like this. Hey, yeah, have another girlfriend.
If that's what,
fuck it, dude. Girls want stability.
Bro, he made $50 million off the fight in the pay-per-view. Then the $12 million betting on himself, not to mention sponsors and all that other shit. So just off the purse alone and his own betting, $62 million. So what is a $1 million ring right after that, bro? Man, you know what I mean? He's like, whatever. He's like, that's it. You know what I mean?
$1 million ring, man.
So that just brings us to, right, like, ultimately, like, money is freedom, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because, and money only has the value that we ascribe to it, right? Because it's like, if there's $50 million in a room, right? But it's 30 below, right? And it's us in there trying to survive just for the next day, we're gonna burn that money.
Yeah. Fact.
Just trying to survive, right? So it's like money only has the value that we ascribe to it. So there's an idea about the Rothschilds, right?
The Rothschilds?
Yes. Oh, bro, I forgot about this wormhole. You know, we were talking about the aliens?
Yeah.
Oh, we should save this for the next pod.
All right, next one.
We should save this for the next pod because I need you to watch the podcast first.
Which one?
Oh, bro.
All right, I want to get into the wormhole. So,
all right. So hold on, dog.
We'll do it next pod. We'll do it next pod. That way I can get into the wormhole and learn about.
Okay,
The Rothschilds are an interesting theory. There's a lot of conspiracy theories around them.
The Rothschilds believe that they're here to rule, and so they'll do anything to rule. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I think that it just depends on what you want out of this life, right? And I think that a lot of people erroneously have the idea that money brings evil, right?
Yeah.
And I think that idea keeps a lot of people from being successful, right? Because if you feel that the very thing that's going to bring you freedom is evil, then you never have it.
You know what the problem is? People get brainwashed, dude. People get brainwashed, and then sometimes people dare to have the right to tell me I'm brainwashed, because whether I believe in a religion or a certain political party, which is regardless of the point, but people get brainwashed into thinking money's evil. Because in reality, right? Let's say you're a Christian, right? A lot of Christian people like to say money's evil, money's the devil's, right? But God himself gives people riches. You know what I'm saying? Makes people rich. He said it. So himself, his own words, dude. Well, not his words.
Because it's
someone
what,
else written
it's,
words.
It's
but,
what
you know what
it's
I mean?
what you do with the money, right?
Yeah.
Always. And it's just like, what is your intention behind it? Because, but it is a fail-safe for people that do not want to put in the work. They have an easy out, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, money's evil.
And it's propagated by people successful because they want people to believe that money's evil,
for sure.
right? Because
You're up here with your millions of dollars. Oh, don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm not happy up here in my $2 million yacht, dude. I'm not happy, dude. This I'm very depressed right now.
But it's like this. You can't provide for your child. You can't live how you want.
You can't spend time with your family.
You can't spend time with your family.
As a man, you got to go to work all day. Like, you know what I mean?
You must find the route to do it in order for you to live this life how it's supposed to be lived, right? Because we are here. If we were made in alignment with the Creator, then we are here to create. You're not here simply to survive, right? So it's like the only way to do that is we have this mass transmission, this mass belief that money is worth something, right? It's worth a specific value. So in order to beat the game, you must play it. You know, there's no way around it.
Exactly. Dude, money, so like...
I like the table.
Yeah, I like the table. I like having the table here. I'm able to put my hand down. Like, I'm able to like get really into what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is...
You know what I mean? But, dude, a lot of... All right, I'm going to switch the topic a little bit.
Please.
Right? Like, so, I think I had an epiphany recently this week, right? Mm-hmm. So sometimes I think to myself, like, you know, I like to blame. Sometimes I get into the habit of blaming other people because of my failures, right? And, you know, I'm chasing a goal. I'm not, like, super rich. You know what I'm saying? And, dog, I came to the conclusion that I can't blame nobody else for my failures but myself, because no one in this world is gonna want, like, for instance, content creation. I want it so bad, right? No one is going to want it. Even if someone wants it similar to me, no one's gonna want it as bad as me in a similar way I want it. And everyone's goal is different. Like, me and you are both doing this podcast, but our goals are different towards the end game. Like, my goal is fame, right? Because with fame comes money. And
not necessarily. I'm going to push back on that.
Sometimes.
I'm going to push back on that.
Sometimes.
That's
you know,
not true.
You could be, I mean, I think if you're
I can
famous,
name you a million people that are famous. Every mass murderer has reached fame but no money.
Dude, because they're stupid. They write a book, they're going to be good, dude. I mean, they're in jail,
prison.
though. Yeah, they're in
you
jail.
You can't collect money in
You're
prison.
In jail. Yeah,
Nigga,
but I don't want to
what
be
about
famous
Whoa
for
Vicky?
Killing people. Whoa Vicky made it back, though.
She made it back.
She made it back and fell off.
Sure.
Dude. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. I mean,
I think women get richer easier than men, in my opinion, because a woman could just pop that shit out, man. Make $2 million on OnlyFans. You know what I mean?
It's not that easy, bro.
Not anymore, but
it's not that easy.
It's
saturated. I think both genders have their benefit and because, like, what if you're an ugly woman?
Bro, a pussy's a pussy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, pussy's pussy.
No, but it's
fat or not, dude.
It's like this, or what if you don't want to be sexual? What if you're a God-fearing woman?
Respects to you, and I hope you find a husband.
So I'm just saying, how easy, I think, and I do think that the nature of the world is trending towards a more feminine one, where feminine energy is taking more control.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't think that's debatable, really. Right? But I think that men have run the table for so long. that there's certain places within institutions. There's certain institutional like settings that favor men, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the technology sector,
like construction,
engineering.
you don't want a woman with big titties doing construction.
I'm just saying,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying?
But or just like like sports, bro.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
if you were
Women's sports
if
is
you,
failing miserably.
But what about that? Have you seen that basketball player?
What? Which one?
She's a white girl in college. Hold on.
Yeah,
I have a client that just wrote.
Yeah.
That
I
just
think
wrote
I
about
know
her.
who you're talking about.
She's Ballin. Let's find her name so we're not just talking about her.
Yo,
right
the
here.
weather's really nice out here, dude.
It is, huh?
Yeah, dude. This is a vibe, dude. Being out here, you guys get to watch the sun go down with us. If you're watching us on YouTube, or if you're listening to us on iTunes or Spotify, we appreciate you because that shit goes into our pocket. And soon we're gonna have affiliate accounts to be able to get you guys to be able to buy the right equipment if you're trying to start your own podcast. As soon as I figure it out.
My fucking Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
Her name is Caitlin Clark. She is balling. And I think she just got a deal with Nike. So, go ahead.
The only thing I see, I like women's sports, bro. I've watched it, bro. I've bet on it, right?
I don't like them at all.
I've bet on it, dude, because I'm a gambler. So I don't watch it because I watch sports, right? Like, I think everyone that watches sports watches it for a different reason. Like, I won't sit there and waste my time and watch sports, right? But while I'm working at the club, I'll have the DJ put it on the TV so I can watch it.
Yeah,
and I'll throw a
that's
little
fire.
$20 on a game. You know what I'm saying?
Just to make it interesting.
Yeah, just to make my day go by faster at work. So
Yeah.
that's usually what I do. And I've gambled on it, but women's sports I think is failing only due to the fact that women do not watch sports. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Women don't want to sit there and watch a bunch of women get together to achieve an ultimate goal of scoring on the other team.
No, I'm gonna push back on that.
You think women like to watch other women win?
I think
women like Kardashians yelling at each other.
I think women's sports fail because they're just not as exciting. If I'm being completely honest, there's no dunking in women's basketball.
Yeah, I have not.
They're not as explosive,
Yeah.
right?
They don't get mad at each other.
This is not all women's sports. Don't get it twisted. Like this is like because soccer, sure, right?
I don't think no one watches women's soccer.
Nobody does. No.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like there's certain sports where there's not as much of a discrepancy, but like
I think women's tennis is kind of successful. I will watch women boxing. I've watched women.
Oh no, women's
UFC.
fighting is great.
Women's fighting is amazing. Yeah,
women's fighting is
for sure,
fantastic.
Dude. They're ruthless.
Right? But still, like the knockouts aren't the same.
Yeah, the knockouts.
You know
aren't
what
the
I
same.
mean? So
not the same.
it's just like featherweight for men.
Yeah.
It's more of a technical fight.
Yeah.
Instead of just like a brute force fight. And sometimes if you just want to watch like somebody get knocked out.
Yeah, you're gonna want to go to the male UFC.
If you want to watch somebody dunk, what you watching?
Yeah.
Bro?
Regular
Yeah.
NBA.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But this woman, Caitlin Clark, has been hooping, bro. Brought real excitement to the game. And that is because she's playing like a nigga. In all senses of the words. Like she has like crazy handles. She's passionate when she plays. She can take it to the rack. She has a crazy jumper. You know what I mean? Like she's just real exciting to the likes of something that we've never seen before. And that's why I don't like the debate of like, oh, could this player play in this era? Look, bro, this era is always the best players. Like whatever the newest shit is always the best players.
You can't compare it to the old
LeBron would smash Michael Jordan, bro. Like Jordan would not be able to play in this league. As much as I love Jordan, bro. You know what I mean? He would not be able to play in this league. But players like Jordan against John Morant is not a thing. Like the players are just way more explosive, bigger, stronger, faster, and it's because
the game's progressed over the years.
It's because a nigga like Jordan existed, bro. That he made standards. You know what I mean? If Julius Erving tried to come in and do a fucking finger roll, nigga, it was smack that shit out, bro. You know what I mean? If you take LeBron and put him in the 50s, he's scoring 1,000 points a game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
For sure, no doubt, dude. LeBron's a respected artist. He gets a lot of backlash.
Yeah, can you imagine if
Said artist.
yeah, he is an artist. With everything's art.
Yeah.
Look, bro, can you imagine if LeBron was a fighter?
He would be a nasty fighter.
Bro, They
He's
wouldn't have,
big.
bro. Because look at John Jones, right? John Jones is 6'4", arguably the GOAT, right? Never even got close to losing. Dominated the light heavyweight, right? Dominated the light heavyweight weight class. Barely lost a round. Never lost a fight besides some bullshit disqualification, right? And did it all while snorting cocaine and praising God, right?
Yeah.
And I say that to say
I like when niggas do that. It's something about it, dude. I like when niggas are like, they're godly, but like niggas like
they got demons.
yeah.
That's why they're so godly, yo.
They're godly, and then they sit there, fuck 20 bitches a day. It's
Yeah.
like, yo, you know what? Like, you're living your fucking life, dude. And you know, just because you sin, you're still, you know, we are
of this world.
Yeah,
we are of this world.
Yeah, dude. You know what I mean? It's pretty lit.
You
dude.
know, but
shout out Ryan Garcia, dude.
also loves guns. You know what I mean? No, bro. John Jones also has two brothers that are in the NFL, right? So John Jones has elite genetics, right, and within his family. And if LeBron James decided that he was fighting, bro.
No doubt.
Bro, I think the weight cut for heavyweight is 260. I think LeBron is already 265. Can you imagine 6'8", fully trained LeBron in jiu-jitsu? Like, bro, nobody would stand a chance.
Yeah, and jiu-jitsu nasty.
Jiu-jitsu, and if he learns striking, bro.
Yeah,
LeBron
and
is
he
a
has
big
a longer
dude.
reach too.
And 6'8", bro. He's
6'8".
just kicking you. Bah! Bro, like, it's
Done for.
It would really, but like, you know, other sports exist. But I think as time progresses, as the UFC gets bigger, you're gonna get some of those, bro. Like you're gonna, as soon as the money that somebody can make during fighting is the same you can make during team sports, you're gonna see a lot more.
Fighting's good. I don't think the niggas in UFC get paid as much as an NBA player per se. But I mean, boxing is big money, dude.
But that's
boxing's big ass money.
So do you know why?
No.
So
boxing niggas are making millions.
So
millions a fight.
In UFC is the promoter, right?
Yeah.
So what Floyd did, so the promoter is who gets the pay-per-view buys, and sometimes if the fighter's big enough in the UFC, they can negotiate a small percentage of the pay-per-view buys, right? Why boxing is crazy is because there's all these different promotions, right? And what has happened is Floyd Mayweather really broke the mold and found out, he decided, it was Oscar De La Hoya, really, that made his own Golden Boy promotions. And instead of giving his money to like a Don King or something, which is what Tyson did, fucking Oscar De La Hoya made his own promotion company and was his own promoter. So he got to take a percentage of that. And so Floyd Mayweather copied that with money team,
Team Money Team or something.
Yeah, but the money team, money team promotions or whatever it is, Floyd Mayweather promotions, whatever the case may be. And now every big fighter, does that, right? So they are essentially the UFC, right? Like they get to take that part of the pay-per-view and they get to get their purse from the fight as well.
That's the only thing I see about UFC as a sport is that, you know, and it's a hard bet too, you know what I mean? Because you're betting on one man, and it just sucks to see, like, because, bro, like, it sucks to see your favorite fighter fall because we're about to get it. And then he falls and didn't make as much money. You know what I'm saying? You could get a concussion as Muhammad Ali, bro, made millions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But getting a concussion and getting fucked up in the UFC, bro, you're only making like maybe $100,000, 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Every fight, like.
To be fair, I think there's less of a chance of you getting a concussion or getting as seriously injured in UFC than there is in boxing.
Yeah, because boxing is a little more hands-on. But they got that new bare knuckle shit from UFC too. That's fucking wild, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit's
bare knuckle. I don't think that's UFC though.
I think UFC. I'm not sure, but I think UFC has something to do with it.
No, I think
or
UFC
the owner of
only
UFC, because you know UFC.
Well,
who he's not the owner of UFC. Dana White, I think, has something to do with bare knuckle, and I know they have something to do with the slap shit.
Yeah, 100% with the slap shit,
sure.
Not the bare knuckle.
The slap shit, I don't think is gonna go far.
He said
it's entertaining.
According
for shorts,
according to him, he says it's gone pretty far. He's saying like their numbers are crazy.
Yeah, of course. He's
But
the CEO. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But like, I mean, sitting there watching niggas slap each other is lit for like
5 seconds. I've
for
never
like,
watched
you know,
that.
you know, I've seen it on the shorts, and I'll stop and watch it.
Same,
like,
same.
I don't think I can't see myself paying pay-per-view to watch niggas slap
No,
each other.
of
You know what
course
I'm
not,
saying?
bro.
And that's why I don't think it'll go as far. I'll pay pay-per-view for Conor McGregor. Though.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course. But what about the Conor McGregor of slap? What if there's
I
some
still-
dude
I
that's
don't
just
think-
like, I'm gonna fucking take your life?
I still don't think like I'll pay
Yeah, I
for the
wouldn't.
pay-per-view.
I wouldn't either.
Because it's just a slap. Like, you know, it's really
There's no
It really
defense.
goes to the point of like just you being you having more momentum and being bigger. Like if me and you have a slap contest, I'm smaller than you, nigga. You
No,
got
but
big
some,
biceps.
some dudes
you could really.
some dudes have like crazy slap
Now,
technique.
I think if there
Or
was
have
a
a crazy
skinny
chin.
nigga, I think if there was a skinny ass nigga knocking out niggas as big as Mike Tyson with a slap, that'd be pretty lit.
He just had like big
But
ass
that
hands.
is a wild sport. Man. You're just slapping each other till you get knocked out, dude. Like that's fucking ridiculous, dude. They get
It's like the
crazier and
opposite.
crazier.
It's like
you
the
know?
opposite of Brazilian jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean, where there's no striking. It's like, no, we're just going for the knockout.
Yeah. Right here, here's what's gonna
But you
happen.
know what that's
You're
like?
gonna slap each other until one of you gets
But you know what,
knocked out or
bro?
tap out.
It's like, all right, if you have clips, right? Like we're talking about clips from a pod. That's essentially what Dana White did. He took the clippable moments of a fight and just made it into a whole
I think
sport.
he'll do successful in that aspect, or maybe in an ad aspect. And with that, I think we're running out of time.
C
V
M
C M. Let's do it to the middle camera.
B
C M.